it's Deja with Frequency Fit, and I am here to talk to you about the energies this week. So from the 9th of January until the 15th of January, we are still in full moon energies. We had our full moon on Friday, and the full moon energies are carrying over into this week. So it is still a great time to review, release, and specifically to release regrets. As I talked about last week, I have a specific workshop that I designed that gives you a few videos where you do some pre-work ahead of time, and then we are doing the physical portion of it next weekend, next Sunday. So there is still time to do that if you're interested in it. It's a very powerful week to do this deep, as we sometimes call it, shadow work. It's not always easy, but we are now releasing generational patterns, generational ancestral patterns, and particularly the full moon was in Cancer. So Cancer is emotions, and it is specifically reviewing the mother energy. So our relationships to our mothers, if you are a mother, your relationship to your children, who you are as a mother. And if you're not a mother, you still, or if you're male species or identify as male, you still have this motherly energy in you. So it's the energy of feeling safe, protected, like a guardian, almost like a mama bear that loved, grateful, joyful, you know, like baking cookies together, this kind of energy. So really diving into what that mother energy is for you, perhaps reviewing it, maybe where it was lacking in your own life, or where if you could go back in time, you could make some different choices in this kind of thing. So it still is a low and slow energy. We are in the Mercury retrograde until another week or so. So we're still reviewing, releasing, recalibrating, reorganizing. However, we have Mars moving forward this week. So Mars is going direct on the 12th. It has also been in retrograde, and Mars is sort of our action, our physical action planet. And with that, we've come out of this, you know, Cancerian water element, a lot of fluids, you know, this kind of thing, and we're going into the fire element. So we might have some drying up physical symptoms right now, and this kind of thing in the throat, whereas before we had a lot more fluids kind of coming out the ears, the eyes, in the throat, but kind of an excess of water that was really weighing us down. So we're still going slow in the sense of taking our time to do the work this week, because after Mercury goes direct, we've got both of them going direct in about another week or so, then we're going to have the green light to move forward. So take advantage of this week to spend some time alone and think about, you know, what the mother energy is for you. Where can you do things for yourself where you feel more of these feelings of having the divine mother, and also not feeling alone in it. Okay, so last year was, you know, quite a bit of a boundary year where we were, you know, things were being revealed where perhaps we didn't have great boundaries up and we gave too much of ourselves. That's also like the motherly energy where we put others first and then we get completely depleted of our energy. So it's really becoming a master of your own energy and master of your own frequency, so that you can make new decisions this year and sort of redefine what that looks like for you. You know, being able to say no and taking the time, if you need it, to do nothing, to sit with yourself, to, you know, really think about areas in your life this week where you feel these, you know, safe types of energies, where you feel secure, where you feel grounded, and try to do as many of those kinds of things as you can. Allow the energy to move through you. We have started a new chapter of energy since the winter solstice in December, which is like new beginnings. The solar flares, we have been in this new area of the photonic belt, and we have had solar flares off the charts for a while now, which is just us receiving new light codes, higher frequencies. And so the key is to be able to hold them so they don't zap us out. So we need to hold this new energy in our body. So we need to create space. So full moons, always times to release, always time to let go, always time to, make space for this newness. So not ever a great time to like jump forward. The energy we have is kind of like, now that Mars is going direct, it's like, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. It's this nervous energy, but still take the time this week to strategize, to organize, to release, right? Because then we're going to have an opportunity in another week to just really do our New Year's resolutions and do our New Year's intentions and have some fun with it. The other thing about this week that I wanted to mention, or last week basically, is, and I might put some links in the description here, is that the Schumann resonance is the electromagnetic frequency of planet Earth where we live. And solar flares have been off the charts this last year and this last period of time, and they affect our physical body, they affect our emotional body, they affect our spiritual body. We actually had a massive solar flare right around the full moon time, which blacked out the Schumann resonance briefly. And this does happen, and I might place some links down here so you can do a little research. So what this just means scientifically is that we are having these new light codes hit our planet, hit us, hit our physical bodies. So we want to take advantage of them. We're having such a huge upgrade. You might find that you're having more psychic abilities this week or coming up soon. So do the work, take the advantage of the time that we're in, and get ahead of the game. It's school. It's not meant to always be easy. It's also not always meant to be butterflies and rainbows. And a lot of people would like to, paint that picture for you, but it's the entire spectrum of the frequencies. So, it's in like like the linear math. I think this is called, like a 0, and then you got +1, +2, +2, and then on the other side you got -1, -2. That's what it is. We're in this planet of polarities. We're in this planet of, the line that I've always heard that just is great to think about is, the bigger the light, the greater the shadow. So if you think about, if you're in a very bright sunny day, you can look on the ground and you're going to have a massive shadow. And that's just having the full spectrum of the musical scale, the full spectrum of frequencies, and being able to master them. Okay, so try to feel everything you can. I'm here for you as always if you need me. I have a really cool breakfast club this week, Frequency Frühstück, Kundalini this week. We're really powerfully moving through some of this energy, and some of it, because we're getting ready to move forward again, the hips could be affected, the lower regions, the first and the second energy centers. Hips are the largest joint in the body, so it's what helps us move forward. So the breakfast club, the Frequency Frühstück that I designed this week, is to really approach these areas that might tend to want to get stuck if we don't want to move forward, and just blast that energy out of our system. So we're working with quite a bit of fire energy this week. Okay, please like and subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. The algorithm of YouTube, it really helps me a lot if you all just click like. Unless you really hate it, then don't like it, and probably don't listen to it either, but it helps me a lot. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. And like I said, if you want to do the Frequency Frühstück, there's still time. I do it live on Monday mornings, and I give more updates about the energies of the week, and I explain why we're doing the movements or the breath work that we are doing. So you usually get a head start on what's going on if you are a part of that breakfast club. And then again, if you can, I highly advise that you do this workshop that I have created for the full moon, which is really about releasing regrets. And there's a lot of pre-work. A lot of my students are still doing it, and they started on Friday, so there's still time. And then we're going to do the physical portion this Sunday. So if you want more information on that, please reach out, info@frequencyfit.com. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you soon.